Okay, quick look through Wednesday's markets. So we've got the DAX up, FTSE 100 down, just kind of sideways inside days on the 250 there, as good as an inside day, and the small caps are a little soft today. What's the story in stocks? Well, small cap growth stocks, what I tend to sort of ride. They're acting well, they're acting well. We're up on the year. It's a little bit quiet. They've all had a good run, but the market's been just chopping around a little bit and consolidating, and small cap growth's been acting fine. So let's just jump through a few markets, and then I'll buzz through the leaders. Let's just quickly have a look at Bitcoin. Broke out, obviously, and it's just still in play, isn't it? It's just doing its thing. Cable just drifting around, not much to see there. Oil, yeah, better for everyone if oil drops a bit lower and puts a bit more money in people's pockets. But yeah, just nothing happening, is there? Even though there's a little bit of news, there's nothing happening in oil at the moment. It just looks pretty weak, to be honest. Famous last words. And gold just coiling up near highs. We've got this punch higher here, no close. It closed here. This is kind of a first retrace since gold closed through those levels. So let's quickly just jump into the markets as well. Back and fill, obvious area. We've got this big level here, obvious area for leading markets to back and fill. We drew this out before we even started to get the consolidation. It's really simple stuff, this. The market's just gone in a straight line off the lows. Consolidation, it's fine. As for the Russell, we punched out of this range. This is the first retrace after punching through this range. Time or price, as they say. Let's just go the leading market first. DAX, yeah, all-time highs in the history of the world, and just back and fill. What about the FTSE 100? Just sideways in a range for the last 20 years. 250, a bit more interesting. It's in a big base still, but it's very loose, this base. So whether it coils up here, that would be good. And the same, the small caps as well. Back and fill and a nice base in action here. Coiling up action. Fantastic. So I'll just jump into what's moving today on volume. Real simple. I'll see every positive earnings move today in stocks. What are actually rising? I'm not interested in pops in stocks what are falling. They've got a lot of work to do, those stocks. Stocks what are rising. Let's have a look what's trading above average volume. It is 10.51. We should have traded 33% to be on average volume. It's a pretty good volume day. There's lots in there. Let's just we'll buzz through all of these today in order of sector. Avon, yeah, this just hasn't been in play forever and a day, has it? So, on the way up, we look at trends, and one line in the sand is mightier than all the fundamental research you can ever do, because if it's trading through lows and the news is so good, you've got to say, well, why is it gapping through lows? Gapping through the lows of the prior base. That's usually the start of a move, isn't it? And it lost probably 90% off its highs from then. Moving on, excuse me. Let's just buzz through a few stocks and see what we see. KIE continues just going sideways in a base. PNN, this one's ticking back up. after a bit of a haircut in its earnings per share. Return to pre-tax profit, turnover accelerating, I would say. So a little base in that one. Obviously, main market stock. HVO continues. Nice action. Keep on riding those stops, trailing stops. YCA, yeah, this one broke out last year. Just super low beta. In fact, it's basically trades like an ETF, doesn't it? Super low beta. It is what it is. You're not going to make much money in something like that, even though it's going up. Cornerstone continues. A little bit erratic at the beginning of the trend, but continues. Costain Group, you've got a little zone of interest and it's just gapped above it. This is kind of tick down in its forward turnover on this one, but tick up in its pre-tax. Steady, I would say. Well, it's not going to excite the GTRS screener, but I do see it. Let's just buzz through these a bit faster, see if we can find any more interesting ones. Serco, so SRP. Just trades awful, this stock. And never really traded good, has it? Move on. 250 stock lot doesn't even really fit a swing bill. CMC Markets gapped up a few days ago. Elgin. This Creo's a lose slightly less scenario. Yeah. POS rules. PPP, yeah. Same POS rules. You know, there's a little base on that. Hopes and dreams. Lines in the sand. Uranium, Geiger counter, they're all having a day today. Greg's. We've got this little base here, and today's report. Is it a report today? Anyway, I think there's news on it today. It's kind of put vol right. Well, obviously there's news on it today. It's put vol right through that what looked like orderly base in action. It's a bit of a choppy one, Greg's, recently, isn't it? It's, you know, they're always choppier in the downtrend than they are in the up, but you know, this might be coming into play again on the swing side, I would say. Destiny Farmer, right side of a potential base there. A GB Group, what we call a mature growth stock. You know, the herd loved this stock, didn't they? The trouble is when you look left and see a huge trend, and then you transpose that forward and think you're gonna, you know, it just doesn't work like that. You know, the money is made when there is no, by entering when there is no huge trend to see. You know, this is what we call a mature growth stock. So, you know, as these companies become real steady on their earnings, the turnover, they tend to sort of, you know, don't have the beta. What we look for. Yeah, you know, lines in the sand, POS rules, I see it. Return to growth apparently on this one. C-Box, yeah, you know, we got this stage one base into supply, so this big band of supply, you know, a spike through that, and all these people have had a chance to flatten those trades. The last run was an okay one, wasn't it? It's not exactly an exciting stock either, is it? But real steady on its numbers, this one. So don't expect re-rating sort of action like we get in other stocks. and this one, this one's got pretty good growth in, but thin numbers, pretty thin numbers. Not too bad, but small caps go. But yeah, just not much interest in that stock. Choppy action. TRN, so we gapped up. First retrace might be interesting. We've already had a first retrace, and it flew up through a swing move. So, it's kind of drifting down again. It's got some pretty strong forward numbers. And there's another uranium ETF. So that's what's happening in the markets today. If you've managed to get to the end of this video, well done. We look through the stocks at my site on an end of day basis. I also have a look at intraday many times. Sometimes I do a video, but stocks are acting good. I've been banging the drum on if you want to see what we do, it's a good time to come to my site. Obviously, like and subscribe if you like these videos, and I'll do a few more. Got a bit of a swing trading project in the background at my site at the moment, what's taken up a lot of time over the last week or so. But yeah, got a bit of time to kill now, hopefully, and cruise on through the rest of the week. Okay, cheers all.